PlayStation has officially responded to Microsoft and Xbox buying Activision Blizzard and changing the gaming industry forever, and it seems like they are a little bit worried about Call of Duty not being on their platform. There's a lot here to talk about, so let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? It is Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. If you guys can do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share this video out on social media. It really helps out the channel and the video particularly. Thank you guys for all the continued support. What a week so far this has been. As you all know by now, we all woke up on Tuesday to some shocking news that Xbox was buying Activision Blizzard, the makers of Call of Duty, the biggest annual franchise in the world, for something like $70 billion. And we all knew there would be fallout from all this. From Bobby Kotick and all the sexual misconduct that's going on at Activision that caused its stock price to tumble from $105 a share a year ago to the point where Microsoft was able to buy it for $95 a share, to obviously the biggest talking point that I predicted would happen on my video on Tuesday. What is going to happen to the exclusivity of Call of Duty? It certainly seems that people have accepted the idea that stuff like Overwatch 2 or Diablo or any of the other smaller games from Activision, like maybe a new Crash or a new Spyro, those would be expected to be Xbox exclusives. We went a whole 6 months talking about this in regards to new Bethesda titles, right? Phil Spencer came out and said, you know what? This is about getting exclusives for the Xbox customer, and those games are going to be on platforms where Game Pass exists, because for a long time, people doubted that Xbox would make Starfield an exclusive, that Elder Scrolls 6 was going to be exclusive, because some people couldn't wrap their minds around the idea that Xbox was going to take those games away from PlayStation, that Xbox needed PlayStation in order to make money on their investment. So in this video, we're going to delve into the exclusivity topic because we have comments from Phil Spencer. We have comments from Activision to their employees that were filed with the United States Federal Exchange Commission. We have Sony officially responding to Microsoft buying the company and the fact that they lost $20 billion in stock valuation because of this. And then a little bit later on in the video, I'm going to show you guys some quick math that shows that Xbox doesn't need to put Call of Duty on PlayStation to make their money back. So first up, in the Bloomberg article on Tuesday, there was this quote here from Phil Spencer. It starts off by saying that Microsoft plans to keep making some of Activision's games for PlayStation consoles, but will also keep some content exclusive to Xbox, that a person familiar with the company's thinking. Quote, "I'll just say to players out there who are playing Activision Blizzard's games on Sony's platform, it's not our intent to pull communities away from that platform, and we remain committed to that," Spencer said in an interview. Now, that's virtually similar to what Phil Spencer was saying about Bethesda. So, current Activision Blizzard games on PlayStation, like the newest Call of Duty Vanguard or Warzone that launched with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, those games aren't going anywhere. They will be on PlayStation forever. In fact, I'm of the opinion that Warzone itself will remain multi-platform on PlayStation, on PC, on Xbox, even after all these deals go through. I think that remains, because I think they're going to look at Warzone as sort of like how Xbox looks at Elder Scrolls Online on the PlayStation, where it exists there. It's going to continue to get updates and DLC, and I think Warzone will follow that similar path, but who knows about new Call of Duty games in the future. Now, here's Activision Blizzard talking about making games for non-Xbox platforms and failing to confirm the future games, those not currently in development, won't be Xbox exclusive. And this was the question Activision Blizzard was answering to their employees. How does this transaction impact existing partner agreements, i.e. Sony, Google, and Apple? will this change what we're able to offer our partners or how we structure our agreements? And they answered it with, we will honor all existing commitments post-close. As with Microsoft's acquisition of Minecraft, we have no intent to remove any content from platform where it exists today. We would be open to discussions to enter into agreement to confirm our intent when it is appropriate to do so. So this quote here really is no different than what Phil Spencer is saying. We already know that Microsoft is going to honor existing commitments that they have. We've seen it happen with Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. Both those games are PlayStation exclusive for a year instead of the contracts being canceled and being Xbox games. Activision is saying the same thing. They're going to honor all existing commitments post-close. And just like with Minecraft, they have no intent to remove any content from platform where it exists today. So like I said, Vanguard, Black Ops Cold War, Warzone, those all exist on PlayStation. They ain't gonna remove them. However, the future Call of Duty 2 years from now doesn't exist on PlayStation. So this is all kind of up in the air. But when it comes to Sony, it certainly looks like they're not having the best week. Sony's shares fell by nearly 13% on Wednesday following the news that Microsoft plans to acquire Activision Blizzard. The movement represents Sony's biggest drop since October of 2008 and effectively wipes $20 billion from its market valuation in a single day. In comparison, third-party publishers, including Capcom, Square Enix, Electronic Arts, and Ubisoft, all saw their share prices surge following the announcement of the deal. Well, it's pretty apparent to me why Capcom, Square Enix, Ubisoft's prices all surged. It's because investors are looking at those companies as potentially the next merger and acquisition targets, not only for maybe Xbox in the future, but also PlayStation, because a lot of people think PlayStation needs to respond, and their stock price took a hit from this because it can't be understated just how big Activision Blizzard and Call of Duty are for the PlayStation business. It's the best-selling game on that platform. In fact, Call of Duty is the #1 and 2 best-selling games on the PlayStation platform this past year. Just the amount of money that game brings in through premium box sales and DLC is staggering. And if Sony were to lose that, that would be a massive, massive hit. In fact, today, Sony actually had something to say about it. Sony has responded for the first time to Microsoft's proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard and said that it expects games to remain multi-platform due to contractual agreements. Quote, "We expect that Microsoft will abide by contractual agreements and continue to ensure Activision games are multi-platform," a Sony spokesperson said via the Wall Street Journal on Thursday. And you know what I'm thinking about this? You know, when Microsoft bought Bethesda, Sony didn't say a damn word about it. And understandably so, because Elder Scrolls 6, as big as it is, Fallout, as big as it is, Starfield, as big as it could be, those games only come out once every 4 or 5 years. That's not even like a flesh wound, so to speak, right? In fact, the only time we ever heard from PlayStation was Jim Ryan saying that he's interested in knowing what was going to happen with Bethesda future titles. But here we are, Sony, 2 days later, officially coming out and saying that, well, we expect Microsoft to abide by the contractual agreements and continue to ensure Activision games will remain multi-platform. You know what that smells of? That smells of fear, ladies and gentlemen. I think Sony is incredibly afraid at the idea of Microsoft pulling Call of Duty from their platform, making it exclusive to Xbox, putting it in Xbox Game Pass to drive Game Pass growth, to make it even bigger than it is, because that is a big chunk of revenue that PlayStation is about to lose. Like I said, they didn't bother saying anything when Bethesda was bought out, but here they are saying, well, you better keep these games multi-platform. And we all know Microsoft's going to abide by their contractual agreements, and we don't know what sort of agreements Activision Blizzard has with Sony over Call of Duty. We know that Sony has the marketing rights to Call of Duty, and those are usually bought in blocks of time, like 5 years. Those marketing agreements might force Microsoft to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation until that deal runs out. And hell, we even know that Sony has a deal with Activision Blizzard for Call of Duty on exclusive content, and those are made years in the future. So we don't know when that contract will essentially run out. For sure, what we do know is that the new Call of Duty game this year, Modern Warfare 2, will be on PlayStation. And I expect maybe even next year's Call of Duty to also be on PlayStation. But come 2024, once the marketing agreements are done, once all the contractual stuff is done, there's a good chance that that premium Call of Duty will only be on Xbox and PC and streaming, and will skip the PlayStation platform. And it's funny that Sony says, oh, to ensure the Activision games are multi-platform, they only care about Call of Duty. They're not worried about Diablo and Overwatch 2 not coming to PlayStation. They only care about Call of Duty in that regard. So will the games be exclusive? Will they remain multi-platform is going to be discussion that goes on forever. And you know what? Microsoft may not be the one in control of that decision. I've made my prediction. I think Warzone remains multi-platform, and I think when all the contract stuff is done, whether it's in 2023 or 2024, that premium Call of Duty is going to be an Xbox exclusive. Just my prediction. I don't have any insider information about that, but it's possible the government forces Microsoft's hand to continue to make Call of Duty multi-platform. So reacting to Microsoft plans, DFC Intelligence said in a research note, quote, "Will this deal go through? Regulators will take a close look, and franchises like Call of Duty may not be exclusive to Xbox platforms because of antitrust concerns." David Cole, who owns DFC, also told GameIndustry.biz, quote, "The big issue is if Call of Duty becomes a Microsoft exclusive. Right now, I don't think it will. For one thing, it would be hard to get it past regulators if they want to lock the competition out." So the exclusivity thing is going to rage forever. You can see Sony very much wants the games to remain multi-platform. It's possible the government might intervene and say, as a condition for this deal to close, you can't remove Call of Duty from PlayStation, yada, yada, yada. It's going to be a long year before we officially get the answer from this like we did with the Bethesda stuff. But one thing I kind of did want to put to bed was the idea that you have to put Call of Duty on PlayStation because it just makes too much money. You see this post over here from Reddit Xbox Series X is a pretty good one. I'm not saying all the information here is 100% legit, but it gives you a good idea of what we're talking about here. The annual Call of Duty will not be on PlayStation. Here's some quick money math. Now, 13 million Call of Duty copies sold annually on PlayStation at $55 price, some bought via sales, equals out to be $715 million per year. The platform holder takes anywhere between 25 to 40% of that revenue, in this case Sony, so that $715 million is more like $479 million when it hits Microsoft's wallet. If you convert just 2.7 million PlayStation casual Call of Duty players to Game Pass subscribers for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate at $180 a year, that's $480 million per year. So they don't need to release Call of Duty on PlayStation anymore. Of course, edit. This quick math doesn't include the potential microtransaction revenue from the base COD game. Not sure how prevalent those are since the person doesn't personally play it. On the flip side, this basic analysis doesn't include the additional money those converted players will spend on the platform for purchasing other games, hardware, etc. Now, the idea here is the same thing I said with Bethesda when I said those games are going exclusive. Microsoft isn't in the business of selling you one $60 or $70 game anymore. They're in the business of having you subscribe. Sure, you can buy these games, but the big business is going to be subscription. So you can see here, if Microsoft just converted 3 million of those PlayStation gamers into Game Pass customers, and then essentially the revenue equals out. And then if you add on top of it the microtransactions that those 3 million people who used to spend on PlayStation now are spending on Xbox, it's even more. And then if those people buy more games on Xbox, you see how it all compounds. So the idea here that Xbox needs to put Call of Duty on PlayStation to make their money back is just really false. They don't need to. So let me know what you think about everything in the comments below. Give me your predictions about whether or not you feel Call of Duty and the rest of Activision Blizzard's games will be exclusive or what games will remain multi-platform. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share this out on social media. Please hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for taking the time today to watch the video. You're amazing. And I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.